What's poppin', Chosen fam? It's your girl Cherise.
And it's your boy Tariq.
And it's your baby Duty. Come here.
Oh, there you go.
Say hi, Duty.
Say hi, say hi. Look.
Look, Duty, say hi.
Look.
Say hi. Say hi.
He's out of here.
Anyways, guys, before we even get into this video, we want you guys to make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure y'all click that bell. You got something to say, Duty? Oh, okay. You stopped it, Duty. Look, baby, look. You can still talk. Look, say hi. Oh, you want to show them you know how to clap? Say we're oh, Duty. Say we're clapping. We're clapping. Stop hitting.
We're clapping, we're clapping, we're clapping, 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 we're clapping, we're clapping, we're clapping. Now we stop.
On the bus go round and round, hey, round and round, hey, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. You wanna go watch the show? Here, okay, go watch the show. Then you can come back and you can finish talking, okay? Alright guys, so we really just finna get right into this video. How do you think we should start it off? Do you want to start off? Because we made a poll on Instagram so that y'all can ask us some questions. I didn't want to make this video, but I felt like y'all needed this video because I just feel like it was different than other times. Because I feel like other times when we went missing or coming back, nothing was really like, it was life stuff going on, but it really wasn't as deep and like as much that was going on in these last couple of months. I honestly just really want to keep this short and as vulnerable and transparent as we possibly can. Like that was another reason why we used to be so inconsistent, because we used to like stuff that used to be going on in life and all this. I just feel like we was embarrassed. Well, I'll say I was embarrassed. What would you feel embarrassed too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, or maybe not embarrassed. It was just like, dang, y'all still going through this again, or just be like,
let's get this part of life good so we can get back on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like we used to try to hide certain stuff when it's like, why? Like, we're gonna work on being more transparent and learning to like stay consistent through the storm. I guess that's how you could put it. I guess we could just start off by giving y'all like a rundown of everything what happened. A lot of y'all noticed a lot of stuff, had a lot of questions. So I guess
videos were taken down.
How everything started like crumbling and falling apart. Just gonna get y'all the rundown, and then we gonna get into questions y'all ask. Anything we ain't answered within the rundown, we answer the questions. So do you want to start or do you want to talk and then I chime in, or I talk and you chime in?
You can talk and I chime in.
You sure? All right guys, so I would say that it all started when probably started when I got pregnant. So I feel like when I got pregnant with Duty, pregnancy really wasn't happy. You trying to say hi, Duty? You trying to say hi? We are back. So I feel like my pregnancy really was not like a happy time for me. I feel like, how can I sum this up? And so it's so much to say. Like, of course, when we found out we was pregnant, we was excited, we was happy, we was this and the third. My girls, y'all know, or anybody who having a baby, y'all know that when you first have a baby, when everybody first know you're pregnant, it's like, oh my God, like you about to have a baby, like we gonna support you with this, we gonna love you through this, we gonna do this, and we gonna do this, and we gonna do that. And I feel like all of that just filled our head up. We was happy, we was pumped. It's like, oh my God, like we not gonna have to do this alone. I felt like me having a baby was gonna mend.
Not me.
Like we just feel like, oh my God, we gonna have support. Like, and I'm just gonna speak for me personally. Like, I just feel like, I don't know how deep I want to get. Like me and my dad never had a relationship. Me and my dad started to have a relationship. Me and one of my sisters that had like gotten into it and stopped talking for a couple years, me and her started talking again. It was just like, I just felt like, oh my God, like this is like a start to something new. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like my head was so pumped up. I was just so like, oh my God. And if you know, like that phase only lasts but for so long. After you had a baby, everybody go missing. Well, not for everybody. I'm just speaking from my personal experience. From my personal experience, my baby is 1 year old now, and he 13 months, and I feel like, yeah, it was just like all of that was a facade. It was like it was fake, it was phony, like. So yeah, y'all. So I just feel like all that started to happen or whatever, and like I really realized that I was gonna have to do this mom thing alone. Now, granted, I know people gonna be like, you laid down and made the baby, like it's y'all job to take care of it. You right. But I just felt like I didn't have no guidance. Like, during my pregnancy, I just felt alone. Like, I felt like I didn't have anybody. I had to stop working because I used to get really sick, like dog sick, like to the point I would faint. I'm throwing up everything I eat. Smells, I'm throwing up. I was losing weight. Like, it was like bad, like really sick. I would get these really bad migraines. I had to be in the dark. Like, it was just a lot going on. So because I had to stop working, he had to pick up the slack and work 2 jobs. So when he was working 2 jobs, it was just kind of like he'll work morning, come home for an hour or 2, and then he's on to the next job. So I don't know, like I just felt really alone. And like during that time when like it seemed like during my pregnancy, it's like I fell out with everybody. Like I cut off all of my friends. I didn't have any friends.
Yeah, I think that was the period of time you was actually realizing.
Yeah, like I was coming to realization, but it was like the wrong time for me because I'm pregnant coming to this realization. So everything was hurting me more. Everything was
all those emotions.
More emotions. And it seemed like, okay, the first couple months of my pregnancy, it was like, oh, everybody like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna this. And I genuinely felt like I did not have nobody. Like I genuinely felt like I did not have anybody. So like that's when everything started to change. Like I feel like I started to turn into a different person. And that's to be expected after you have a baby, but I felt like I didn't know how to deal with all of that. And then I just felt like I was in a relationship. Why did I feel alone? But it wasn't his fault because he was working 2 jobs. But if I'm being transparent with y'all, it's like I had some resentment or I felt a type of way because he, you know, I don't know. Like I can't explain it to y'all. So after all of that, we had the baby and everything like that. And then we moved in with his mom. And I would say that when we came back here and we moved in with his mom, so I'm just being honest with y'all, I'm just being transparent. So I just make sure y'all pay attention to everything, listen to what I'm saying, because I'm not saying nothing to dog nobody, I'm not saying nothing to bring nobody down. I just want to put this video out before we just start posting, because I just want y'all to get a better understanding of me, a better understanding of us, and just our family overall, to understand how I think, how I feel, how he think, how he feel, and just how we move in general. So when we came back, his mom was like gracious and just nice enough to let us stay with her for a couple months. But I feel like, and I'm just being honest, when I came back here, my baby was only like 3 months, right? Fresh off of like having a baby. And it was just like, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was staying at my sister's house and I was going back and forth between my sister and his mom's house, right? And if I'm being honest with y'all, like it was really like messing with me. Like it was weighing a toll on my mental, because now that I'm back in our hometown, it's like I'm back in my hometown and I still don't have this love and support. And not only did I not have the love and support, it was like it's like nobody cared. Like it's like I was getting into it with my sister like all the time, and like it's like she wasn't thinking like I didn't even say a sister name, so it don't matter. But like it was like I was getting into it with my sister a lot, and it was like nobody was like, well dang, like, you know, she 3 months postpartum, like she just had a baby, like let's be here for her, let's try to this and let's try to that. It wasn't that. It was like, and everybody would blame it on like because my baby was breastfed, but like nobody would just come and stand with me. And before I even say that, I'm just gonna be completely honest and be completely transparent. Like my other sister Tiana, like she used to come to the house, and she's not my sister by blood, but that's my sister, you know. And she came to the house, like it was times that she stayed up late with me rocking that baby. And I'm a new mom, y'all, and if y'all know me, I don't take nothing serious in life. So me being a mom is like crazy. Like I'm doing it, but it's like I'm a kid too. Like I'm not a kid, y'all, but I'm just so like just carefree. Like, but I love my baby and I'm a good mom. But it's just like, it's just funny to see, right? And like it would be times that like she would just like stay up late with me and like just help me with the baby, and it'll be times she would just stay up and rock him. Other times she'll be like, just go to sleep, I'll rock him. And like also my sister's mom, like she will help me a lot too. Like when I tell y'all, like I will always like like, oh my god, I'm about to cry. It'll be sometimes where I don't get no sleep, and then I was breastfeeding, and I used to just like, I started going to my sister's house because my sister was like, you know, just come over here, and it was like, it's at his mom's house. Like I don't know, like I just was like uncomfortable at times, and like okay, I'm gonna get back into my sister, but I'm gonna stay on track to say his mom house. Like when we was at his mom house, like I don't know, like it will be things about like, you know, me not working, but it's like my baby's breastfed and I just had a baby. I feel like I deserve that time to just be a mom and just like raise my baby, like, and just do what I have to do for my baby. And then on top of that, he was strictly breastfed my baby when I take a bottle. And it was just like, I don't know, like I never really was like insecure, but it was like when we came back and like staying with his mom and stuff, like she used to say stuff to me like, oh, long titty and this is that and the third, and like it'll be like she would just like make certain remarks and stuff that would make me feel uncomfortable. And like even like I know she's probably gonna see this or whatever, I'm forever grateful because like when I came here, I couldn't go to my mom's house or nothing like that. Like I was staying there, like, and I was so appreciative that she even let us stay there. But it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if it's because I had just had the baby or stuff like that, but like I don't know, like it like made me feel bad like as a woman, or as like, because I was like learning to like love my new body at the time. So it was like I was learning to re-love myself. So it was like when I was there and I was like hearing certain remarks or like certain things being said, I'm not gonna lie, like it was like breaking me. Like I used to always laugh and smile because I didn't want him to feel like we was in a tight situation. Like, is it rather you about to cry about these remarks somebody making about you, or you gonna be quiet so we can stay here and we can do what we gotta do to get on our own and leave? You just had to like make a choice. And like it was just like, it was like breaking me down a little bit. And it was just like in that moment I just wish that like, it's just in that moment I just wish that like I had a family to run to. Like, you know, it was a lot for me to deal with in that moment. And I'm not saying woe is me. So after the fact, I'm just going down the timeline. After the fact, my sister was like, you know, you keep going back and forth, it's becoming the winter time, you know, how about you come stay here? Like you come back and forth. Like the days he was off, I would go with him to his mom's house. But the days that he was at work, I'll stay at my sister's house. So I started staying at my sister's house and stuff like that. And then like in the beginning it was like cool and stuff, and then it was like after that it just started like to like go downhill. Like with me and my sister, like we would like always get into it, and like I don't know, like we would just always get into it and go back and forth and stuff like that. And now granted, like I said, like, you know, we're siblings, we're gonna go into it, but it was just like in that time, like I don't know, in that time I just needed, like, I'm not good with like saying what I need. Like he knows that. Like, I mean, not he knows that. Like I'm comfortable with him, so it's easy. But I'm more of a like, I pay attention to people, so I expect people to pay attention to me. So like in that moment, I just wanted, like, I don't know, like I think I just wanted love. Like I don't know, I just wanted that support. I just wanted that village. And like it just seemed like I wasn't getting it in none of the places that I wanted it. Like, do that make sense? Am I saying it right? Yeah, I can say my sister because y'all don't know what sister I'm talking about. I'm just telling y'all everything of like how everything led up to it. It was just like she wouldn't say stuff like that, but we would like always get into it. And it's just, I just feel like she just was not being a sister to me in that moment, like the sister that I needed. So it was just like, I don't know, like I just wanted somebody to like be there. And like I don't know, like, and if I'm being 100% honest, like my other sister Tiana, like she's not my sister by blood, but like she's my sister. It would be times where like she stayed up all night with me with Duda. Like she would literally just like rock him to sleep. And like I don't know, like I feel like I never thank her enough for that. But it was like in that time, like I really needed that. But it's like I didn't know how to say I needed it, because like I felt like I didn't have no choice but to like do it on my own, because like he was working, he was figuring this stuff out for us, and my job was to take care of the baby. So like times where we was up late at night and he was like crying or he wouldn't stop crying, like if I couldn't control it on my own, I feel like I'm failing, because I had one job, you know what I'm saying? Like I had one job to take care of him, and I feel like at times I was failing it, and I didn't like, I don't know, like it was just like a lot. And like I had her who would help me sometimes, but you know, she still had her own baby, she still had her own life. And then I had my sister mom, and like I'm not gonna lie, like she is like one person, like the first person, and I swear like I could just never forget this. And like I'll always have like so much respect for her, I swear, like always have so much respect for her, because like, and it's probably not gonna seem like a lot to y'all, but like I remember it was just this one day, and she just like took Duda and she just took him downstairs, and like she rocked him for like hours. And when I tell y'all, I slept for like 4 or 5 hours straight. And if you know me, you know I don't leave my baby with nobody. He don't go with nobody. I don't leave him with nobody because I have real bad trust issues. But I don't know, I felt so at peace with her having my baby. And y'all, when I tell y'all, like, I'll forever be grateful for her for that, because like, she didn't have to do that. And in that moment, I needed it, and I didn't ask her for it, and I didn't know how to ask for it. But even though I didn't ask for it or nothing, she just jumped in and did it. And it was like that motherly love that I needed, or like that grandma type, or like that, you know, like she just gave me that love that I needed. So like, I would like always respect her for that. But like I said, like, y'all, I was going back and forth, and he still needed to see his son. So like, I will still go to his mom's house. You know, it was just still a lot. So like, during that time, it was just like, I was just like really struggling. Like, I was struggling really, really hard. I got into it with my mom really bad. I was getting into it with my sister. We started to bicker. Like, I was stressing a lot. So then it's like, even a couple days that we had, I'll be starting arguments with him when he literally did nothing to me. But it's like, I'm stressing about everything else in life. So it was just easier for me to take it out on him. So fast forward, now we done with that. Even, let me make this clear too, like, even throughout this whole time, he was still doing everything that he could. Like, I just feel like he was loving me. He was doing everything he could. He was picking me up, taking me out to eat. Like, he was like putting that time into me that like nobody else wasn't. Like, I swear, like, I don't want y'all to think like, oh, how was you struggling so much with a partner? Like, he was doing it. It's just that I wanted it so bad from family that like, when it was coming from him, I wasn't receiving it. I didn't know how to receive it. Like, I wanted that love from my mom. I wanted that love from my siblings. I wanted that love from my family. I wanted that love from people that I poured that same love into. Like, that's where I wanted it from, but I wasn't getting it. So it's like, from him, it was like, it's not that I didn't want it, but it's like, I wanted him to feel a void that, like, I wanted him to fix something that he didn't break, or fill a void that he could not fill. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward from that, we had moved back to Houston. Everything just went downhill. Like, I just feel like I never healed from a lot of stuff. I just feel like I was struggling. Yeah, I wanted to be a good mom so bad. I wanted to be the best mom I could be so bad that that's all I was focusing on. I wasn't focusing on pouring into me. I wasn't focusing on pouring into my relationship, being a good girlfriend. That was the only thing I was focused on. So as time went on, like, he started to be unhappy. Like, he wasn't happy. As time went on, like, he wasn't happy. I wasn't pleasing him.
I mean, also going into that, those are true, but also not what's it called, like, financial wise, not being in the position that we're supposed to be in, because we got a kid now. Like, he never lacked anything at all. But it's like, where we supposed to be as parents and what he's supposed that messed me up a little bit too, going back to Houston. Because if you don't know, the pay rate and stuff is totally different from New York to Houston. So it's like, it's vice versa, but you know, you working for less, and it's like we paying a good amount of money for rent. So it's kind of like we paying rent, we paying bills, getting some groceries. We just surviving basically. We can't do anything extravagant. And like, I want her to live a good life. He gonna live a good life. It's just really stressful when it's just me working and then all of that stuff happening, not being happy. So, yeah.
I still wanted to do YouTube. So, like, when he came home, I still wanted him to, like, do content after he just worked the whole shift. And I just felt like if I can do it, even after I just worked the shift with the baby, you can do it. Like, you know, y'all. So, it started to become, like, instead of us.
That, too, I really didn't understand it. Like, now I understand from being home with him. That it really is a job, because you have to be up. It's like, even if you're tired, you still got to be up. He was much younger, so it's kind of like you don't want him to roll off the bed. It's like so many, and like, we're first time parents, so we don't want to make these mistakes. So it's like it was a lot. That's a job, and I didn't really take that serious. Like, I thought you just staying home, like.
Like, in better words, like, I felt like my role wasn't being appreciated.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like me being a stay-at-home mom, he was not appreciating that.
For sure, yeah.
So it was just like, it just became a lot. And like, you know, when I didn't feel like I was appreciated, I started like, I was already bad, being a bad girlfriend, because I just wasn't doing my part. And then on top of that, it just made it worse. I don't know, like, I had like a lot of moments where like I was like, I felt like a lot of times he felt like it was him when it was really me better than myself. Like a lot of the times, like I just would beat myself up. Like I just felt like I was being like a horrible mom. Like, and I'm not saying that because I didn't have nobody to tell me I was a good mom. That's why I felt like that. But on top of me not having nobody to tell me, I already have my own thoughts. So like, you know, when you have a village and people uplifting you, that's one thing when you're feeling down because it can put you in a better space. But like, I didn't have that I was in my head, and I just felt like I wasn't being a good mom. Like I just felt like I was failing him.
You was being a good mom.
A lot of it wasn't because like he always he gets a lot of stuff, like he's well taken care of, but it was just like I felt like I failed him with like his community. Like I felt like I failed him with his village. Like, and y'all don't understand how bad that shit like. Yeah, it still eats me up to this day.
Tried everything for him to have that village. She tried everything, even people she never spoke to. Probably 7 years.
I literally tried.
She honestly did try. She is that person that is gonna try, but like no matter what she has, that don't got nothing to do with her son.
Literally, like I mended relationships with people who wasn't in my life my whole life, but I'm like, okay, cool. Just because you wasn't a good dad to me, don't mean you can't be an amazing grandfather to my son. Just because
sometimes that do be the case. Like with
I'm not gonna push my trauma off to my baby. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like just because me and my mom may not have the best relationship, okay, that don't mean that you won't be a good grandma to your grandson. So even after me and my mom got into a really big falling out, I was still letting her do that. But it was just like I got to the point where I felt like I was failing my baby. Like, why did I bring him into this world if he only has me and his dad? Like, it was just like, why? So I started to like question myself and doubt, and like it was just, I was spiraling, y'all. Like I just felt like my baby had nobody but me. Like nobody but me and his dad. And it was just like, y'all, I just was feeling so bad. Like I was feeling so bad, y'all, and it was beating me up. And I'm like, I don't have this village. And I understand why people say it take a village. And I don't mean financially. Like I didn't have nobody calling. Like it was, y'all, it was just a lot. Like I can't explain. Yeah. And instead of it being us against the problem, it started to be us against each other. And once it became us against each other, everything went downhill. Like everything went downhill. And then like it came to the point where it was just like, we're like, you know, we're not going to be together anymore. And he didn't want to be with me. If we being specific, he didn't want to be with me anymore, and I had no choice but to respect it.
We could just touch on that real quick. Well, personally for me, I was unhappy in a relationship, and it's like there's no way I can be better for my son being unhappy. Like, why would I stay in a relationship being unhappy? I'm not gonna fully be here present. But that was very immature of me thinking. I would 100% say that was very immature. Instead of trying to figure out how we can move on.
I just wasn't the only new mom. Not even just being a new mom, just figuring out life in general. You were figuring it out too.
Yeah, it's true. But I not more so impulsive. Like I would say impulsive because it's kind of like you just had a baby. Like you know, like the family. I get it. The family's more.
No, you were done for that. Yeah, that was done.
But I just thought my happiness was supposed to come first, and with my happiness, I'll be able to be that person that I'm supposed to be.
That's really like just what everything was, and then you know we came to the point where it was like he said he didn't want to be with me. I'm like, all right, cool. I ended up like moving out or whatever. I moved out. I moved to Austin for a little while with friends, and yeah, it was just like crazy. And we left after I moved back from Austin. We ended up mending everything and figuring it out, and then we got back together. I came back to Houston. We made the dumbest decision of our life to come back to our hometown. We came back here and had to deal with a whole bunch of bull crap, y'all. And we're back here, and I still don't have that village. Still don't have that support. Still don't have nothing.
But we're getting better, though. We're getting better.
Yeah, we are getting better. So that's why we're back now. Before we even get into that, we came back here. We don't have the village. We don't have the support. But what I noticed is that sometimes God will take you through something over and over and over and over until you learn your lesson.
We got it this time. time. We ain't gonna be rushing nothing. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do everything right. We're gonna do everything right. We learned a lot, so we know what to expect, what to prepare for, and everything.
Yeah. What I can say is that through every storm, like through everything. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's horrible. I don't care. As long as it don't kill you, it make you stronger, and there's a lesson within it. And I just feel like this time, I feel like we learned a lot. I feel like we matured a lot. I feel like the baby matured us a lot. The baby matured me. The baby matured him. We still childish and kids for real. But I feel like we learned a lot of lessons, you know. Because we're finally getting it now, I feel like it was the perfect time for us to come back. And my good sis Naya always encourage me and support me. We're like, y'all need to lock in. Everybody's always telling us like, y'all need to lock in. Like, y'all got it. Y'all this and y'all that. And I just feel like it was deeper than that for us. I just feel like y'all just need to see all of us, all sides of us. And I just feel like with us being transparent and showing you guys all of that, it's going to take us really far. And I feel like with God in the center, with God in it, we can't lose. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys so much. I hope we touched somebody. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Or if it's nighttime, I pray that you guys had an amazing day. And I pray that tomorrow is a good day for you guys. We love you guys so much. We hope that you guys still love us. And yeah, guys, it's time to go up. Guys, love you guys so much. Peace and blessings. Have a great night, a great day. Bye.